Come on then. Hello peeps. Simon, Mabel and Vinny here at Rooting for the Planet. And this is where we are so fortunate to be able to live. And many years ago this was just a river running through here, straight through the middle, and this has been dammed, I believe, in about 1895. I'd have to just double check on the dates, but round about the turn of last century. Before this, it was all fields and farmsteads on the side here, running down to the banks of the river. And I've confirmed that recently. I found an old Ordnance Survey map from 1891, and it confirms that at that time they were just planning and starting this phase of damming the river here, and this is the Victorian result. But another thing I've come on, I'll do some more videos later on today because I'm on a big walk today, is that woodland all across that hillside there. I've confirmed is in the local biodiversity action plan, and it is classed as a semi-ancient natural woodland, sheep house wood. And in the distance above it there is a plantation. I think that possibly post dates it, with a similar name above and a farm in between of the same name. So very, very fortunate here in the Pennine Hills to have such wonderful scenery. Yes, we've got the electric pylons running across. We're not in a national park here, so they are allowed just over the hill behind me, a boundary for a national park. Within the English national parks you can't have electric pylons of that size running across the landscape, not at the moment. All electricity has to be underground, and that's aided by the fact there's very few people live in national parks because of building regulations. So yeah, I'm going to do a few of these. They're going to be slightly longer than the short videos that I've been putting out recently. But this is definitely more autumnal weather now. It feels as though it's just above freezing this morning. It's 8:30 in the morning. And that's the gorgeous view we have down the valley. And then looking round. And before, this river would have been known as the Porter or the Little Don River, running down into Sheffield in South Yorkshire. And the Don, D-O-N, is a name used for rivers all over the UK. There's a big River Don up in Aberdeenshire where I used to live in northern Scotland. So it seems to be an old word, an old British word for a river. The mist over the houses there. I was hoping to show you Vinny racing, because this top of the dam wall as we call it here, he usually uses like a racing track and nothing can catch him, but today he's just frolicked around a little bit. We're going to take him up into the woodland. And one of the suggestions that you've got a semi-ancient natural woodland in your vicinity, and that would be dating from before the 1600s, at least 400 years old, would be the presence of bluebells here in the UK. And this local woodland of ours is carpeted in bluebells in the spring, as well as lots of other flora and fauna. So the more you've got, the more chance that it is a much older woodland. But even if it isn't, if it's woodland, it's great. And here in South Yorkshire we seem to have the South Yorkshire forest trying to connect up a lot of these old systems and improving them. These old woodlands, and improving them as well. Connecting and improvement. So believe it or not, there you might be able to hear it, there's a connection between Sheffield and Manchester, so a big bypass road that runs over the hillside there. But the old Manchester Road runs just round the corner here. So today this is much more an intimate portrait of what happens in our local area. I've done a lot of shorts recently. I've done a lot of talk about what I'm about at Rooting for the Planet, but I'm going to start putting out a few more lengthy videos. People interested in hiking and woodlands, and just people that are nosy and interested in what I get up to.